So hello, welcome back to my video. So this is the second episode of Seabed. I know it's been a while, I just didn't have time to record for the second part. Well, now I have. Well, anyways, let us start. Where did we stop anyways? On such a beautiful day. Okay. Oh yeah, this is Sachiko's point of view. We stopped on that girl's point of view. This is the girl with the black hair, right? Black, purple. Well, I'm not really sure. Anyways, I turned the page. I clutched the book so the wind blowing between the school building and the con again. I had my own special space behind the campus. The gloomy little place that always felt a little bit damp. Still, few people ever ventured there, so I could always trust it to be silent. Ooh, special hiding place, huh? Damn, that's kinda loud. Anyways, the door to the emergency exit behind me suddenly opened. The girl came to approach me and leaned over to inspect what I have been reading. Ooh, is it the other girl from earlier? Found you. Do you want something? I shifted my gaze to the tall schoolgirl. Takako's familiar face was mere centimeters away from mine. She carried some water in her cup palms. Takako. She's the girl from before, right? Goddamn, my memory is not helping right now. It seemed it seeped through her slender fingers, a few drops traveling down her white arms, peeking out of the skimpy summer school uniform. Adjusting the position of my glasses, I considered Takako's face. Even bowing down, she seemed very tall. Oh, so Takako is a tall girl. You just can't get enough of places like this, can you? First, it was on the school building's emergency circuits, then behind the judo hall, and later at the library's veranda where no one ever goes. How do you even find these places? Makes me wonder if you're some kind of different species compared to the rest of us. I mean, what if she just wants to, like, go on an adventure and find, like, you know, every hiding place in the school or something? And, like, what if she just doesn't want to go to, like, places with a lot of people? Ooh, I like that background. Takako, Takako drew away from me, leaving a trail of drops behind her, until she finally unloaded her palmful of water on a bush of white clovers. I doubt it. I doubt it really needs you watering it. Well, it's just that otherwise it wouldn't feel like it's mine. Ooh, she planted these. Once she had finished watering the plants, she spat back her long twin tails in a single irritated motion. Damn. She only adopted that hairstyle near the beginning of this month, and still appeared to have trouble making both tails the same length. Okay, I think I know who Takako is. Bruh. Takako is the girl with green hair, like the one on the cover page or something. Did you know a Japanese name for the white clover comes from the fact that it was used as a cushioning material for packing glassware? Oh? Don't you think it would be way cooler if your parcels were filled with white clovers instead of bubble wrap? Oh wait, white clovers? It was used as a cushioning material back then? I didn't know that. Hmm. Wait, who's saying these? I really need to know. I'm confused now. I guess so. Oh wait, there's actually a color arrow over here. I'm not sure if you guys can see it. I'm guessing the one saying I guess so is twin-tailed, green-haired girl. And then, though you shouldn't write off bubble wrap like that, it's pretty great to play around when you're bored. Yeah, same. I like popping it. Yeah. I just noticed it now. I didn't notice it back then when I was playing this in the first time. But you can indicate who's speaking based on the color of the arrow or something. It's blinking. You looked up its name? I imagine it might have some deeper meaning since it was a present from you. It doesn't. Where's the sound? Is it just me? Or um uh why is it so quiet? Is it supposed to be like this? I'm kinda anyways, I can still hear some sounds anyways. I see. By the way, the weather is great today, so what are you doing reading up in a place like this? I'm here precisely because the weather is good. If it wasn't, I would be at the library instead. And sometimes we just need a little fresh air. If you keep sitting in a murky place like this all the time, you're gonna rot alive. What do you mean rot alive? That's not how the real world works. I mean, like mentally. I won't do that either. Speaking of which, your cousin Anne has psychic powers, right? When I told her you keep reading books in places like this, who gave you the permission to spread rumors about me? She said that they all give her shivers. Huh? Wait. Um. For mine, you can't really. Got lost in track. I forgot who's speaking who. Or who's saying who. Fudge. Hmm. She said that they all give her shivers. As in, she can't even get close to any of them. And this one spot behind the campus is like the worst of them all. Is it supposed to be quiet? This is kind of weird. I guess that's why I never feel lonely being here, even by myself. Okay, I don't know what's this girl up to, but that is kind of creepy. Like, imagine you're in a place where there's not much people, and then you feel like there's a presence in that place. I would not like that. Hey now, that's not how a normal person should react to that. Yeah, right? So anyways, so anyway, I actually went out of my way to find a much better place for you than this, and it's just as quiet. Oh really? You can actually get some sunlight there, and a pleasant breeze to boot. Hmm, okay. Does such convenience place really exist? I'll show you. I stuck a bookmark in between the pages with a sigh, closed my book, and followed Takako. We began climbing the. Bro, huh? Oh, okay. Wait, what's happening? I can't even read this. We began climbing the staircase of school building number 4, going all the way up to the fourth floor and beyond until we reached the door leading to the roof. A steel lock was keeping it shut though. Keep an eye for anyone coming. Takako drew closer to the small window and began fiddling with the lock using a hairpin she produced from her pocket. After she was done with that, she grabbed the frame of the window and started shaking it, filling the corridor with clattering noise. It let out a final loud rattle before its lock sprang out of its place with a click. Takako opened the small window and, planting her foot on the windowsill, jumped through. Hey, isn't that kind of dangerous? She turned around and extended her hand, signaling me to follow her. Wait, what? Didn't she just jump through a window or something? I'm so confused. Frowning, I exhaled a sigh, but that didn't faze her in the slightest. I sheepishly gave her my hand, and, after taking a step on the windowsill, was pulled outside. There is still no background music, only like sound effects or something. But I guess this is part of the story. I guess they're not supposed to put background music at this moment, I suppose. A cool breeze swept across the roof. I could feel it caressing my hair as I closed my eyes, unable to stand the brightness. Ooh, we finally get to see Takako. Oh, now there's background music. This is nice. I like it. You weren't lying about the weather. I opened my eyes to see Takako around the roof. The background music's really loud. Let me just lower it down. Here. Right? So what do you think? She looks like Miku. The fuck? Oops, my table. Jeez. She really looks like Miku. Except her hair is more dark green. Miku has blue-green hair, but very light color. I suppose it kind of changed throughout the years, because back then she used to have green hair, but then later on she had more of a blue neon hair color. Or something, I might be wrong. Well, I just noticed that because I really like Vocaloid, and that's like one of the things I noticed, her hair changing green to blue. Anyways, back to the story. So, well, it's not bad. That much I can give you. But are you sure no one will come? Well, the door is locked, so... yeah. I moved to the deeper end of the roof, closer to the area behind the campus, sat down on one of the benches there, and opened my book. Ooh, Tachiko is a bookworm. I used to have like a friend who also likes books. I also sort of like books, except I don't really have like physical ones. I read online. With our school being located on the mountainside, I could view most of our port town and even the sea in the distance. The blue sky extended from one edge of the sea to the next. Takako shifted her gaze from the athletics field to mine. Dang, we actually get to see what Takako looked like. Remember the baseball field right in front of our club room? You ever heard the story about how the ground is soft between the home plate and the pitcher's mound? Let's say I have. Takako's facial expression told me she was about to start a really amusing story. I merely gave her a sideways glance and returned to my book without a moment's delay. We all tried digging up that ground yesterday. What do you think we found? Gold? No. I got no idea. We didn't really expect to find anything at first, but when we actually dug the hole, we came upon these cartons of boxed milk. Her eyes sparkled with excitement as she made a broad gesture, trying to convey the amount they had found. Who buried all that crap there? No idea. I guess someone who didn't like milk. That's just wasting food at this point. Anyways, why go through all the trouble of burying it? A ritual. Takako placed a finger on her lower lip. Then maybe it was a trap or something. What kind of trap? What? Why would you fill your trap with milk? Yeah. Well, it's funny for starters. The fuck is funny about that? Fall into that and you will be soaked in white goo. Why would you say that? Why would you say white goo? Hey, you know what? Whatever. I give up. Fuck this. But you said the ground had only become soft, right? That doesn't sound like someone could fall into it. I don't know. Makes me wonder what they really want to achieve. Got any ideas, Sashi? A ritual to express one's hatred of milk, perhaps. Oh, isn't that what I just said earlier? Except the hatred of milk. Well, I guess you could just include that part since it's kind of imply that they don't really like milk, I guess. Be shrewd. I don't know how you read this. Be shrewd. The milk harbinger of woe. Takako uttered those words with fake solemnity. The cool breeze shuffled across the roof again. I could hear the clamor of students from the athletic grounds. Our class is using the baseball basketball hoop, baseball. What? What's wrong with me? But damn, this. Sorry to believe I really do have dyslexia, y'all. This is bad. Don't you want to play with us, sir? Don't you want to play with us there sometimes? Sometime. No. Why? It's not like you can play. I don't like getting sweaty or dirty in my clothes. And what about the gym? I guess I could play hide and seek if you insisted. Yeah, right. It's just an excuse for you to return to that gloomy old place behind the campus. I'm onto you. Takako sat down next to me on the bench with a sigh. What are you reading? She posed the question to me, following a brief silence. I raised the hand that held my paper bag so that the cover would be right in front of Takako's eyes. She observed it for a few moments. You always keep reading old stuff. I didn't react, so she continued. We don't read any recent bestsellers. I prefer older books, new classics. It's probably because my mother's family home had a bunch of them lying around. As a child, I'd spend hours reading in my grandmother's room every time I went to visit. But one day, all those books vanished, along with the whole shelf. They said they wanted to make the room feel more spacious. Now that they weren't easily accessible anymore, I felt an even stronger urge to read them. Okay, so when it comes to like the thought, like the mind POV or whatever you call this thing, thought process, it doesn't matter what color, I guess. But it changes to blue, green, and blue-green. I just also noticed that. But since I didn't care much for anything other than the plot when I was little, I could remember neither the titles nor the other. All I knew was that they were in reddish-brown cases that also served as appendices, that they lined 3 rows of the bookshelf, and that all of them were written by different authors. When I asked my grandparents, it turned out all of those books belonged to my distant uncle, and not even they knew much about them. Oh. How did they get the books? If they were like distant and they don't really know much each other. But I guess it's possible that he gave it away to them. Out of nowhere. That's possible too. I tried asking my mother as well, but that didn't yield any results. Either she wasn't exactly thrilled with the idea of me reading those kinds of books in the first place. Thanks to Kakako's insistent questions, I ended up remembering a particularly frustrating episode in my life, and it was completely taken out of the world of the book I was reading. I get that, but I was just wondering exactly what you like about them. What kind of books do you like in general? The kind that make you want to keep reading even if something had gotten into your eye. But Takako probably won't be satisfied with such a vague answer. What about you? I like whatever that's interesting, I guess. I thought you wanted to know what made those books interesting. I like the kind that make you want to keep reading even if something had gotten into your eye, Takako said. I spontaneously responded with a frown. I could feel my entire face having, "Are you for real?" written all over it. So what exactly do you like about old books, Sachi? Their atmosphere, I guess. I see. As I remained silent, Takako added that she felt the same way. The world they take place in is different enough from ours to feel fresh. Yeah, I suppose that's true. I'm also curious about how society worked before I was born. Yeah, I also like how to know this sort of stuff so I can understand. I think they had a lot more things back then. What do you mean? What kind of things? Old stuff. Well, like politics and economics and movies and music, I guess. We still have those right now. Isn't that because you just listen to pop music that always sound the same? Well, I guess that could be it. But the way I see it, the past was a lot more chaotic than the present. They had tons of different thoughts and came up with a bunch of different ideas. I'd say the world is just as chaotic right now. Sure, I guess in some countries there is still some messed up stuff going on into their lives or something. You probably don't know. It's because we're still. You probably just don't know because we're still children. Yeah, that could be true. Although I had to agree with the notion of being curious about the world of the past. I love listening to the stories of my grandparents, and they in turn love telling them, losing me to a whole host of words and feelings I've never known before. Like the title of a song I've never heard about, or this accident I never knew happened. I'm just gonna check the... Okay. We're 25 minutes in, guys. Even if I listen to that song now, I wouldn't be feeling the same things my grandparents did in their time. Listening to stories like that made me feel like something important in me was fastened shut with a heavy lid. Takako nodded in agreement. She said that must have been curiosity. I answered with a sigh. It's just like that hole I told you about. Could you not liken my hobbies to rotten milk? Okay, I think they meant. Could you not? I don't know how you say this. Liken? Or does she mean link? I don't know. I shot an exasperated look at Takako's satisfied expression before returning to my book. Is that book fun? I feel like you've already asked that. Hey, all you told me was that you like old books. Now I'm asking you about this one specifically. Well, I guess it's not bad. Oh yeah, have you finished the book? Wait, sorry. Oh my god. Oh yeah, have you finished that book I lent you? Yet? Forgot to add that. I'm still reading it. I'm about halfway through, I think. So you must be at the part where... Oh wait. Maybe I was more like a quarter in, actually. I see. Withdrawing her face from mine, she leaned against the bench. Something's flying over there. Ow, my mouth hurts. I feel like I bit something. Takako narrowed her eyes, looking somewhere far in the sky. There was a large bird sailing through the blue canopy above us. It's a black kite. Someone's flying a kite? That's a bird, you know. You think it's gonna go over that mountain? I don't think so. Isn't it just looking for prey? I had this weird dream the other day. Like, I went beyond the mountains surrounding our town, and all I found was just endless grass and shallow puddles of water. A huge marsh, basically. Have you ever been outside this town? Who's peeking? What the fuck? It's still the same color. I'm pretty sure it didn't change. It was green for this side, green here, and also green here. Or am I just tripping and I'm not actually... Never mind, oh god. I'm tripping. Maybe that's why. those mountains sometimes look like prison walls holding us inside. Well, you can just go wherever you want once you grow up. I turned the page. Let's go overseas then. Good luck with that. Yeah, the color is not changing. I'm so confused. How will I know who's speaking? Am I just tripping, or is it just the same person seeing this? You're coming too. Yeah, what the hell? This is not changing. The color is really not changing. It sounds like a pain in the neck. But I guess I can tell who's speaking who. I'm guessing the lively one is Takako, and the one saying it sounds like a pain in the neck is Sachiko or something. I'm not sure why. Takako let out a chuckle. I know you actually want to go. And why would you think that? Well, I've known you for a long time. Don't underestimate your childhood friends. Takako's raised voice prompted me to instinctively cover my ears, nearly causing me to drop the book I'd been reading. Why did you phrase that? Did you actually think that line sounded cool? Takako's cheeks flushed in light hue of red. That's why you repeated yourself. Not really. The sun rays dancing across the blue sky above warmed my exposed knees. We only have 5 classes today, right? Seeing how it's Wednesday. So let's go see a movie after school, or we can do karaoke if you want. I've been having a sore throat lately, so I can't do karaoke. Any good movies on right now? Well, there's, you know, that. The one we talked about last week. I've never heard of a movie called That. It's on the tip of my tongue. So, what is it? Oh, you keep urging me, so I forgot now. Hey, don't make it my fault. You never even knew it in the first place, did you? Well, you have time to remember until school is over. Balcony. Do you remember the final song we did last time we went to karaoke? I do. I was on my bike heading home when I finally got to a traffic light. I checked if no one was around and started singing it by myself, only to realize there was a biker parked right behind me. Boy was that embarrassing. Is that so? But I'm not going to karaoke today. I have a sore throat. I wasn't trying to say I wanted to go. So you just wanted to tell me the story. Yeah. I see. Good for you. Oh my god. Okay. So far this is more of a friendship sort of thing. Ooh, I like the colors, it's so pretty. There is no, well, the tips menu has been unlocked. You can access it from the title screen. Huh? What? What do you mean tips menu? Wait, do we get to have a choice here or something? Can we pick something? I don't really know anything, but so far there is no choices given, so I'm just gonna assume there's none. So tips menu has been unlocked. You can access it from. What does tips menu gonna do? Okay, tips 1. 1? I don't know. Narasaki Clinic, room 008. We will now begin boarding for Flight 56 to Paris. caster wheels attached to my bag rolled over the immaculate stone floor in an energetic clatter. There weren't that many people in the off-season airport, so I could walk relatively freely. Oh, now that's still Sashiko's point of view. Never mind. Wait, what? It's green. Oh god, I don't know. I'm gonna assume the green one is her. I'm gonna assume the green one is Takako, so I don't know why it says Sashiko's point of view, but anyways. I walked through the escalator going up, placed my bag on it, then boarded it myself. I glanced down to see Takako staggering as she tried carrying a large Boston bag in her arms. Okay, so it's not Takako saying this, because, yes, as you can see here, this is basically Sashiko's point of view, even if it's green. Gosh, bro. I wish there's like a way you can easily figure out, like, I wish there was a way they can, like, point out who's speaking who, you know? I checked to see if my bag was steady on this escalator, and pulled down my right sleeve to confirm the time. God, my cheek hurts. We're late. Ooh, she's wearing different clothes. Because they drive so slow. Are they adults now? Because they can drive now, so... Never mind. Pretty sure in the US, the teenagers are allowed to drive. I'm not sure if it's the same for teenagers in Japan. But I'm thinking it's not the same, so... Maybe they are adults now. Actually, it's because you overslept. I shifted my gaze from the clock to Takako, who looked away to avoid my eyes. So I noticed something, so I'm just gonna guess that Sachiko is more of the bookworm type person, and Takako is more of the funny friend, like, you know, the fun friend you have and stuff. And I'm guessing she's the one who overslept here. Because, as you can see, this escalator is pretty long. I've never seen one like this before. I could hear the escalator buzzing below us. I heaved a brief sigh. If you felt I was driving slow, there's seriously something wrong with you. Has no one ever taught you about preventive driving? Preventive driving. It's based on foreseeing the possible dangers on the road. You might be going too fast without realizing it. A car might appear in the opposing lane. You might have to abruptly brake. A pedestrian might jump on the road. Okay, so yeah, this is... I'm guessing this is Sachiko saying this. You might have run over something. Too late to worry about that now. Takako let out a hearty chortle. Are we really cutting it that close? It's about an hour and a half until the flight. You think we'll make it in time for the check-in? Let's hurry. You want me to run again? Takako didn't seem too thrilled about the idea. I peered back at Takako. She leaned against her Boston bag, placed a step above the one she was standing on, and closed her eyes. Don't sleep. Her head was at the perfect height for me to flick it. Ouch! Takako placed her left hand on her forehead. Yeah, I guess she's a ditzy type person, while Sachiko is more of the serious type who likes books. Did that help you wake up? Yeah. What? No, what? It's blue again, like, I'm confused. I lifted my bag and stepped off the escalator as it reached the top. Takako picked her Boston bag back up and followed me. I walked through the carpeted corridor at a hurried pace. Through the row of windows up to the right. I could clearly see the cloudless blue sky. I looked to my side as the caster wheels of my bag rolled at a brisker pace than before. Takako held the busted bag in her arms. I had no idea where she got it. It seemed like an antique, covered in fried seals with a bunch of different languages. He didn't bring much as usual. You think so? I think I packed everything I would need. Passport, tickets, camera, notepad, medicine, and nail clippers. Clothes? You have extra clothes? You know? You're buying clothes at our destination again? What? Who does that? The fuck? Who buys clothes at your destination? Like, wherever the fuck you're going. That is... I have never seen a person like that. You're just wasting money. Like, what if you have clothes at your home? Why don't you just pack your clothes? It would be, like, easier and convenient than buying clothes at where you're going. Yep. And I can wear this for as long as there's a washing machine around. Okay, so this is gonna be a wash and wear sort of thing. Well, that's, I don't know about that. That seems kind of... Takako pulled on her shirt to show it off. Let's buy everything we need once we get there. Good idea. Ah, my back hurts. As we followed the guide map, we found ourselves in a wide hall. There were check-in counters at the end of it and the flight board in the middle, dangling midway between the ceiling and the ground. I left my bag on the ground and took a few steps toward the board to confirm our boarding gate. Takako soon followed suit. A melody rang out of the speakers at the top, signaling the beginning of another boarding announcement. I wasn't listening too closely at first, but I could confirm the details from the simple English announcement and the actual flight board. Don't you think it's this? It is. Spotting a big round clock in the middle of the hall, I confirmed how much time we still had. Let's go. I picked up my pace again. Oh, don't leave me here. Takako cried out behind me. Oh god, you know, this is the second time I've heard the same background music. The first one is the other one, it's different from this, but I've heard it from the same, no. So, on the first episode, there's this background music that played, which also played in another visual novel. And this background music, right now, which is different from the other one, played in that same other visual novel. Okay, so, I'm guessing the background music is free to use, because then other visual novels are like, you know, having the same ones. This brings back memories to Lady in Mystery. They literally have the same background music. Well, this and the other one. This and the one from before. This is so weird. I don't know how to feel about this. Because, like, sometimes I feel like I get to be, like, attached to a certain background music, and I would, like, whenever I think about that background music, I would associate it with that specific visual novel. But then now it's playing in this visual novel, but now I don't know. I don't know. It makes me feel a little odd. But I guess it's not really uncommon for other visual novels to use other background music, because I mean, as long as it's free to use, but yeah. As our late-night airplane landed, we passed a desolate corridor to reach passport control. Takako, who had been relatively energetic at the start of our long trip, grew more and more silent as nightfall came. She was now merely wobbling behind me. Her steps were unsteady. I showed my passport and ticket to an angry-looking official. We stepped into the dark night as we left the airport. But the graffiti on the concrete walls, the wide roads, and the alien smell of the humid air made it clear to us that we were now in a different part of the world. It made Takako regain some energy as we boarded our bus. She sat. Oh my god, this music is making me not. It made Takako regain some energy. As we boarded our bus, she sat down right behind the driver's seat and acted as though she was listening to the English conversation of the driver and the guide, giving solemn nods at time intervals. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. What the hell? What did they say? I think they're talking about going somewhere with someone. Let me guess. You have the foggiest. You haven't the foggiest what they just said. Foggiest? The fuck? Look, I can understand a few words. You should practice more and translate for me. Yeah, whatever. Drops of rain pattered against the wide front window. My god. Oh no. I really want to play Making Mystery, even though I literally just watched somebody played it and I played it a long time ago too. But this visual novel is making me want to play it again. Because of this background music. I wonder if the weather is going to be alright tomorrow. I hear the weather changes real fast around here. Should be okay, I think. There was no point trying to argue with such a positive, if groundless, notion. I shifted my eyes to the scenery outside, noticing some unfamiliar southern plants among the trees lining the streets. As I spent my time absentmindedly gazing out the window, we eventually reached the hotel. Looks like any typical hotel, I don't lie. It looks kinda old school. Some sort of old school hotel. Or maybe like a 3 to 4 star? Not sure why. It doesn't look like a 5-star hotel. Or I guess it's just different from back then. I don't know what era they are right now, or... It usually... I'm guessing it's in the same era when the visual novel was made, or something. Which is, I don't know when it was made. Forgot. I'm 100% beat. Takako threw her bag on the ground and dived face first into the bed. Meanwhile, I checked the safe in the bathroom and sorted out my baggage. You don't want to confirm our plans for tomorrow? Just pick me up when it's time to go. Are you okay with that, bed? Zzz. Oh my god. It's morning. Wake up. Oh, there's a rainbow. Takako parted the curtains in a single violent swing. Turning in the direction of the noise with my eyes still half opened, I was welcomed by a beautiful blue sky beyond the window. That's a snake, isn't it? Hey, I found a snake, Sachi. Takako came over and began banging the area of the bed just next to my pillow. Let's go have breakfast. Where? I think I saw a fast food place from the balcony. We can go see what they have. And if it sucks, look for another place. Let me change first. Hurry up. I'm not gonna say this. I don't know how do you even say this? I don't know what that meant. I don't know what this means, bro. Jeez, give me a break. I began dressing myself while complaining about my loudmouth roommate. In the end, we decided to buy hot dogs from a nearby convenience store for breakfast. The sausage came in either spicy or normal flavors, and you could choose pickles, cabbage, and shredded onion for the vegetable topping. And the bread felt a bit soggy to the touch through the silver foil it was in, but the strong taste of the other ingredients solved that problem. Takako was panicking over having accidentally drenched her thing in mustard. Being a person who wasn't into spicy cuisine, she tried to eliminate the taste by adding more ketchup. Later, she told me she ended up putting so much she could taste nothing other than that. In any case, it was big enough to quell her morning hunger. Let's go to the beach. Ooh, a date? Okay, I don't know if they're dating or friends at this moment, because I'm just gonna guess is this a time skip because they're traveling together alone. But they still did not imply anything about dating each other, and there's no romantic aspects whatsoever yet. Takako blurted that out right after we left the convenience store. Right now? You had your swimsuit. And the oil. Can't forget the water goggles either. I have everything, but I thought we agreed to explore the town in the morning. There's no time like the present. I feel like singing right now. Yay! Yay! I caught Takako by the hand as she was about to stride off in the direction of the beach. Wait. Remembering Takako's love for playing the water, I decided to stop her for now. This is called Seabed. Is something gonna happen to them on the beach? I don't know. Or maybe. Even as a child, the mere sight of a puddle of water, be it river, rice paddy, or sea, would purge all thoughts from her mind, save for swimming and perhaps looking for marine animals. She'd keep at it until the sun had already set. Let's just stick to the plan. Why? Wouldn't you prefer not having any other plans on your mind? Bleh. Wouldn't you prefer not having any other plans on your mind when you go swimming, so you can take your time and relax until it gets dark? I see! You got a point there, Sachi. Anyway, we had that map with all the cool places marked on it, right? I took the map out of my bag. Yeah, I remember that. There's a shopping district right next to the hotel. I'd like to do some window shopping there. Seriously? That's just what I'd want to do personally. Weren't you hoping to visit some sea cave as well? The one that's hot with tourists? Ah, the one recommended for couples, right? Okay. I can see it now. I'm up for that one. I read that they also had a firing range. Takako pointed to the red cycle she drew on our map. Anyways, let's visit all the spots we picked in order. Okay, whatever. Ooh, a date! With her permission, we started down the wide and smooth slope in the direction of the closet mark on our map. The clear, cloudless blue sky above seemed to mock my concerns from yesterday as the warmth of the sun pierced through the air, caressing my skin. I had never seen the sun look so bright before. Wow, this is... Okay, that's pretty cool. I like the way they just transition just like that. This is Sakako and Sachiko. Okay, I can see it now. Oh my god. I was gonna say, but Sachiko is totally my type. Oh my god. The water scooted ahead of us, let out a loud buzz, taking forward the banana boat and Takako and I were on. Looks fun. Wahahaha! I could hear Takako cackling behind me. After we took care of all our plans in the first half of the day, we left our shopping bags at the hotel and went straight to the beach. Takako found a banana boat attraction pretty much the moment we reached the place and had us checked in. It seemed to have just finished its previous round and was getting prepared for the next one. Takako pulled on my hand, and before I knew it, I was sitting on atop the thing. Oh my god. The water scooter's driver looked back at us and gave an okay sign. I responded with the same sign myself. He then turned back and began to accelerate, causing our banana boat to momentarily sway back and forth like it was about to sink. Sachi, wait, I fell! I turned around to see Takako, who was supposed to be sitting behind me, thrown with the lower half dragging in the water. You're gonna fall off if you keep playing around. Meanwhile, the banana boat was still swinging left and right. It kept getting swept sideways by the waves that the water scooter ahead us caused. And every time that happened, a spray of sparkling water would shoot above us. All the while, Takako was still being pulled on the water behind me. I'm gonna fall! Did you say something? Bro. Oh my god, I can just imagine the scenario right now. The second water scooter drew closer to us. There were two people with the one riding in the back holding a camera. It seemed like they were about to take pictures of us. Please have consent. Don't just take random pictures of people, or I don't know. It's just like part of you know, is this how they do things? They just take pictures of people, you know, riding, and then they just give them the pictures afterwards, or are they just creepers? Where? To the left. Try not to fall before they finish, okay? Could they hurry it up? Okay, so... Okay. It's consented, in a way. Where's your peace sign? You want me to do it here? Aw. They are adorable. The cameraman gave an okay sign and lowered the camera. And roughly at the same time, our banana boat grew lighter as Sayako crashed into the sea with a loud splash. That was fun, said Takako, a brooding rag. Why is she wearing shorts? Or is she just wearing that now? I couldn't see earlier. I wasn't paying attention that much if she was wearing shorts while, you know, swimming. Good for you. Takako didn't wait for the boat to pick her up and swam to the shore by herself. I wonder if that picture came out well. As they returned to dry land, the person from earlier came over to sell the photo in question. In broken Japanese, he explained how he'd sent it to the hotel after developing it. It cost about 1,000 yen. So it's not included in the initial pay figures. Which reminded me that I had similar experiences with pushy photograph colors at another resort. But as I was thinking that, Takako came back and gave the man the okay. Should still be fun even if I'm not on it. I suppose you're right. I picked up the sunglasses I left with them for keeping and turned back. I picked up the sunglasses I left with them for keeping and turned back to Takako. He was looking at the bright sky. Whoa, whoa, whoa! As I attached the war belt connected to the parachute to my waist and released the lever holding the contraption pinned down, I shot into the air with a drooling sensation in my stomach. The boat I was in moments before became a tiny speck below me. Ooh, that looks fun. Wait. Well, okay, so, why does the seatbelt look so... Or maybe I'm just not noticing it. Like... Because, like, it looks like it's not really tight in. I mean, the seatbelt. But I'm guessing it's... How do I say it? Is it like this? Is it like... Is it like covering, like, separately? Like, on her legs or something? Whoa, whoa, whoa! I didn't think it would go this high. I held my hair down with one hand to stop it from flapping in the wind. Are you sure the string will really hold us down? The rope, our sole lifeline connecting us to the boat, let out an unsettling creak that seemed to upset Takako. Of course it will! Even if it didn't, this would just be a simple parachute. Now? I see. Look, they are waving at us. The instructor left, far away on the small boat below, was looking at us. I waved back, and as I thought, the rope extended and we shot even further into the sky. Wah, wah! Takako was squeaking miserably behind me. Admittedly, though, even I felt a strange sensation in my stomach as I glanced down and saw the sea so far below I could barely make out anything. Enjoying the sense of thrill, I swung my legs back and forth a few times, shaking the contraption holding us. This in turn caused Takako to let out a pitiful scream. Hey! She clutched my shoulders. Oh my god, imagine if the parachute actually broke and then they just fell. I stopped looking downwards and inspected the island itself. I wonder if we can see your hotel from here. Huh? Ah, isn't that the cape we've just been to? I found it at the cape, running out from the cliff beyond the beach where we rode that banana boat earlier. A familiar white lighthouse stood on it. Where? Oh yeah, I think that's the place. It looks beautiful from here too, doesn't it? Beyond the cape, as far as the eye could see, stretched the vast cobalt blue sea. I didn't think I'd be seeing it again from this perspective. I realized that the parachute began descending. I looked down to see the boat, previously no more than a speck in size, getting bigger and bigger below us. Our little aerial sightseeing came to an end sooner than Takako could calm down. We borrowed 2 chairs with parasols as we returned to the beach. Finally, able to relax a little, I leaned against my chair, put on my sunglasses, and pulled out a book from my handbag. Takako spent the rest of the time playing in the water, throwing out the shells and starfish found to show me. Just as I noticed a fat cloud drifting our way in the sky, it began to rain, lasting only a few minutes before giving way to the sunshine again. Everyone at the beach retreated to seek shelter to the cafeteria or beneath the palm trees, but came back to their old spots as soon as the rain abated? I don't know. Continuing on as if nothing had happened. I spotted a bird looking for a prey at the shore, and wondered if it was a sandpiper or sandpeeper? Peeper. I'm just gonna guess it's sandpiper or something like that. And as the rays of dusk began to tint the blue sky, the azure sea, and the white beach in the hue of orange, Takako came back urging us to go have dinner. This was smashed potatoes, broccoli, steak, I guess, and ketchup. Yes, ketchup, or I don't know. Yeah, whatever. It's either ketchup or hot sauce. In the end, we decided on a steak restaurant next to our hotel. Its interior, wide like that of a family restaurant, was decorated in the country style. After being shown to a spacious round table, we sat down facing each other. I spotted a burly foreigner wolfing down a massive hamburger behind Takako. A man standing in that corner, likely the security guard, was dressed like a sheriff from a western... From what? Okay, whatever. I probably did not read that right. A sizable glass was placed in front of me with an audible click. Isn't that yours? It looks like tea. I think it is. Takako pointed at herself, saying tea, and the glass traveled to her side. My coffee came a bit later, but the portion was once again unusually big. They advertise that the drinks are free, but I don't think I can possibly drink all this in one go. My stomach began to ache at the very sight of that massive, almost 1-liter jug. Huh? Is this really tea? Don't tell me you expected them to serve you oolong in a place like this. Damn! I can't drink this. Damn, just how bad is it? Like, what kind of tea did he give you? You could ask them to give you some milk and sugar. Just how many kilos of sugar would I need to add to this thing? Don't forget it'll all go to your body. If I had to drink this at home, I'd rather end up fat or a damn bodybuilder. Takako took a few gulps from her mug of black tea. It was a pretty strong taste. After a bit, Tabako's steak and my salmon arrived, along with the salad we both ordered. I didn't notice it when I was looking at the menu, but it seemed like both of what we ordered came in a set with extra pilaf, and bread. Pilaf or pilaf? Our otherwise wide table started feeling narrow with all that food on it. This is quite the portion we have here. Wow, it's like out of a manga. I always wanted to have a feast like this. I hope we've worked up an appetite. In contrast to Takako's excitement, all I could feel was anxiety as I picked up my fork and knife, wondering how I should even begin cutting up this 300 grams piece of a salmon dish. As we returned to the hotel, Takako crumpled down on the bed, flushing her belly. At first, she was excited wolfing down her food, but by the time half of her steak was gone, her expression clouded over and tears began welling in her eyes. Dang. Before we knew it, our exciting dinner turned into a battle of willpower. I made Takako eat the pilaf. I could no longer finish by myself, but neither of us could even touch the bread, and ultimately asked the waitress to pack it for the takeaway. You can have some more morning. Only miserable groaning reached me in lieu of an answer. I wonder if I should put it in the fridge. I felt unsure for a few moments, but ultimately decided to leave the paper bag next to our teapot instead, as I didn't want it to get wet. After that, I took a shower and changed into my indoor clothes. Recommending a shower to Sakura, who was lying on the bed, seemed to have made her slowly get up. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm feeling a bit better, I think. By the way, what do you think we should do about tomorrow? Tomorrow? It's gonna be fun. I can't wait. She answered in a soulless voice and continued to the bathroom, undressing as she walked, throwing her clothes on the ground. Oh, that was a nice date, I suppose. I wonder if there's like a kissing scene or something. Oh my god, another background music that came from the same thing. Wait, Mystery also had his background music. Was this the same one as I heard earlier? I can't remember. Was it the same or not? So if it's not the same, then there's 3 background music they shared with Lady Mystery. If it's not, then there's only 2. Oh my god. Oh my god. So I guess this is where we end, guys. Yes. Thank you for tuning in. I guess so far their date is going fine. I really want to see some progress since this is a Yuri visual novel. I don't really know what's happening yet, so well, I do know they traveled somewhere, assuming it's France. I think I read it somewhere here. And you know, they're all like fun and all that, friendship sort of date, but it's not really implied yet that they are dating, so I'm not sure if they're ever gonna have a kiss scene or if this is just, you know, catered as a Yuri visual novel, but it's not really a Yuri visual novel, you know, it could be like a bait or something. Anyways, yes, thank you for watching, guys. Yes. Oh god. Yeah, anyways, I hope you guys get to watch the 3rd episode. Maybe in a few weeks or days, depending on my mood. But I should really find time to play this. This one took about an hour, so I guess I made progress. This was pretty long enough. Anyways, yes. And that is all, guys. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.